Well, this topic is about jobs and working. Believe it or not, I got my first job at 35 years old because when you're married, sometimes you don't work, you're taking care of the kids and the family. And there's a lot that I had to learn and to do on my own. I'm thankful to God I didn't finish school, but thank God I went back and got my GED. Never too old to move forward. Got my GED and then at TSU, in fact, a popular university over here on the side of Houston, Texas. Of course, I'm mentioning my state now, as well as my city. But after that, I finally went for training as a correctional officer. I passed the test for the university, but I missed the 5 point test that was required for the state. I'm actually glad I'm not working at a prison, but at least that was training that was used to get me hired at my first job at age 35 years old. I was a commissioned officer, and I learned a lot. I mean, as far as carrying a weapon, what you should do, the safety, don't be afraid of the gun, but be afraid of the person standing behind the gun. So, because I used to be afraid of guns, seriously, and I wasn't too particular about it, but I didn't do so well on my first firing range. Not bad. But anyway, getting my first job, you run into some circumstances you never have to deal with because you never worked before. We know about stuff we go through in school as kids, but we talking about being out there in the adult world and trying to earn money to make a living for yourself as well as your family. So I ran into a few co-workers that put me under a lot of strain and pressure, not just with this job, but jobs that came later on in the years. And I realized that working at an administrative office that came after commission officer, I worked numerous jobs. I had people where I was in charge of one position, and then I was supposed to only work under the director, but I got this other person that's over another position, and she's trying to get me to do all of her work. So it started piling up on me, and sometimes I don't say anything, but I start saying some things when it starts becoming a lot of pressure on me. And I found out you're not supposed to say anything because once you say something and you put in a complaint, you might as well be already labeled as being fired. But these policies and these rules are wrote up where we're supposed to follow protocol when we're working. If you got a grievance, you go to this person. If you got a concern, you go to this person. Well, I did the protocol, and eventually I didn't get fired. I actually quit, thank God, and I left. Only because working around people with higher position and status than you are, they feel like because you have a family, you're obligated to be mistreated. You're obligated to do what they say do, even if it's not following protocol. You got to do this because if you lose your job, you can't take care of your family. Well, I'm a firm believer of God, and I kept my faith in God. And I went through a lot of ups and downs leaving this company and almost regretted it, but I thank God still that I didn't let these people strip me literally to shreds because they had to. When I learned my position, I was actually doing it a little bit better and a little bit faster. And when I started doing that, they started handing me stuff, their work, their responsibilities. Now I'm not up here anymore. I'm falling behind. I'm falling behind. I'm falling behind because I'm doing y'all work and not my own. And then you find ways to fire or get rid of a person because you're saying it's at will. You don't have to have no reason to fire me. Well, before I let you do that to me, I'd rather just quit because there's some people you can't work under. There are some good bosses out there. There's some great employers out there somewhere. There's even good co-workers out there that you can work with no problem whatsoever. So I feel like if you're bombarded by your job, it's making you sick in the stomach, it's irritating you, you got headaches, you're stressed out. Of course you gotta work to take care of your family and do what's best for your family. But if you see another way out, don't let people just treat you any kind of way. I used to be offended because I had to work on the holidays. Sure, I know it's time and a half, but I prefer to spend more time with my family, and that's exactly what I wanted to do. But because these people were not worth me staying around with, I decided to get out, and I'm thankful to God that I did. To make the best choice for you, I ain't saying do what I said I've done, but I'm glad it worked out better in my favor, getting away from pausing. toxic people. I don't mean to label them like that, but we need to stop being crabs in the buckets. We need to be pulling each other up, not pulling each other